It's more of a different kind of reality where a lot of the things that we do expect here in the United States are entirely lacking.
And in all honesty, I feel like it makes them grow up a little bit too fast and they don't get to enjoy their childhood. They don't get to go outside and play all the time. And when it comes to school, because they're already in this adult mindset, some kids go to work with their parents on the weekend or, during holidays or even breaks. They go to work with their parents and they kind of put school aside as well because they are not focusing on this is their life. They're focusing on, well, I have to help my mom, I have to help my dad.
The South Dade Migrant Farm Working Camp has been around for almost 60 years. And the community back then was a mixture of African American and Puerto Rican members of the community. And the community went developing, so it changed and it became very Mexican. There were a lot of Mexicans and Mexican Americans who were working in the area. We have 300 families who live in this community. And then the needs of the community changed because these Mexican and Mexican Americans started to grow into families. It wasn't only single men and women who were working, but now we had the dynamic of children. That is when the Salle Educational Center came to life. So in 1991, there was an ask that was made by the pastor of St. Anne's Mission. And St. Anne's Mission is a parish community that serves migrant farm working families. And at that time, the pastor was Father Joaquin Espino. And Father Joaquin at the time was working and was the pastor at St. Anne's. And he was looking for who could he recruit in to be able to help him with serving in this migrant community. He himself was a LaSallian alumni. So his background and his family and his brothers and sisters had been educated by the LaSallian brothers in Cuba. The center was started very simply. The alumni would come in on a Saturday morning. They would spend time with the children. They would do simple catechesis. They would bring in materials that maybe the children needed for their homework. It started off with typewriters, word processors, encyclopedias, and dictionaries. How could they help the children? And they would spend the day on Saturday with the children. From there, the center has grown to what it is today, a full working community center helping to meet the needs of the families within that LaSallian charism of continuing to look at the spiritual needs, but the physical needs, and also the emotional needs. Our students and our students' families don't have the luxury of parents staying home with them. So whenever schools are closed, we make it a point to be open so that children are not, number one, by themselves, so they're having something to eat every day and they're not out in the street.
I came to Homestead for the first time in 2016 as a student at Central Catholic. I think we saw a real need in the area. The things that this center does for the students and the children in the area and really provides them with the next level of support that they need. I think that allows us and gives us interest to want to come back and help more and be a part of that and not just be a bystander, but actually hopefully make some kind of a meaningful impact that allows us and our students to be able to see just the little things that they can do to help others.
For them here, it's a little bit more of a safe place to come and talk to us about how they're feeling, what's going on, because it's not the culture to have that communication with your kids, and they're a little bit more standoffish about, their parents work hard, they have to work hard for the parents as well. They see us as a home, you know. They see us as a place to be a kid and not have so much responsibility as they have at home.
Well, it's that the teachers really care about their students, and that if someone, let's say, had a big problem, they would respect you if you didn't want to tell them what was going on at home or in school, and they would just try and cheer you up, and that's what I really like about the Salle.
Well, it's great. There's some people here. There are some people here that are, you know, friendly. They'll probably help you with some things. Overall, this is really, you know, pretty friendly community.
I absolutely love the teachers. They were really nice, and that was a really big surprise to me because I love all the teachers here. They're pretty much nice, and they let me do my homework, then they help me do my homework, and that actually makes me really glad.
Lo que son los hijos de nosotros, los hijos de mis hermanos, hermanas de ella, nunca batallamos con los nietos, con los niños, porque aquí estaban nuestros padres. Ahorita hay muchas madres que no tienen sus padres aquí, o muchos hijos que no tienen sus padres aquí, que se batallan mucho, y eso ha beneficiado mucho la Salle en eso, ¿entiendes?
He visto más atención, principalmente he visto más atención en las maestras. Mi hija tenía un problemita que había visto como se había perdido la base. Le dije yo a la maestra, a la directora, de que por favor podría saber qué pasaba. Ellos sí me averiguaron, me pidieron la información de dónde estudia, principalmente le hicieron un examen aquí. Y completamente me mandaron la información en el teléfono. Me dijeron, tu niña tiene esto, tu niña tiene esto, tu niña tiene esto. O sea, me gustó cómo está trabajando el centro educativo aquí.
We're able to serve as that mediator with families to help ensure that these children are reaching their full potential at school.
The challenge for them is that many of them had left their home to find a better future for themselves and their family. It's more of a different kind of reality where a lot of the things that we do expect here in the United States are entirely lacking, from the educational system to the simple internet that all of us expect.
For many people who enter this country and do the work of agriculture and maybe are documented or not, many times feel unseen. So we want to make sure that they feel loved, that they feel seen, and they feel heard. And then that they open themselves up to a brighter future. We want to make sure that our students and our families understand that there is more than just this little chunk of land where they live and they work, but that there is a whole world out there open to them. We need people to come share their gifts and talents, like the young men who are here right now, in looking at what is it that you do that you want to share? What is it that you've been given that you want to share with others? And that might mean, for some of us, if we can't leave home, that might mean prayers. For others of us, it might mean coming and jumping on our roof and figuring out how to connect the internet. For others of us, it might mean making a pledge or a donation. It'll all look at what is your reality right now. So for anybody who's watching this right now, whether you're LaSallian or your family or friends, we ask you to come join us. Join our mission, join our work, get to know the work that we're doing down here in Homestead, Florida with the migrant farm workers. We ask you to come, we ask you to pray, we ask you to write a check. We ask you to find out how it is you can help us in our daily struggle to help to support those who are in greatest need.